Hello, welcome, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara coming to you with day 24 of our 28 days to absolute love. Take a big breath in for me, please. Let it out with a sigh. Letting go of everything that's outside this moment. Bringing your awareness within. Calling back all of yourselves clean and clear and fully aligned with God's source. We'll call forth all of your high spiritual healing teachers, guides and angels and ask them to guide you, direct you, protect you and bless you with their presence. And I just want you now, you should be able to now, we're at day 24, it's nearly all over, just to take your attention. Make it your intention to take your attention to absolute love. And furthermore into God's absolute love, which is you, not some big being outside of you, the God within you. And that was fully present. It's fully present even during your life, but it was fully present and untainted, just before you were conceived. And you're trying to go back to that place so it dissolves anything that's out of alignment with it. Just breathe for me, please. One of the things that I feel like I need to speak to you about, and everybody goes, is that the more you come into alignment with your higher vibration, the more outside things are going to try to pull you back down, especially if you live with people, okay? Family, love them, but unless they're on a conscious spiritual path, then they do things to bring you back down, because I believe it's because at some level they understand that you're changing and there's a fear they might lose you, so they pick a fight or whatever it is. I can't tell you how many people I know whose best friend turned into be their worst enemy once that person stepped on their spiritual path, and that's been no different for me. Even as I've gone higher and higher and higher, there's very few people who come higher with me. Just breathe for me, please. And about a decade ago, God gave me this thing called a God Blast, and it would go, I command the power of God to wake up inside of me now and delete, dissolve, destroy, and anything and everything that's out of alignment with pure God source, or anything and everything that is causing this pain in my knee, or whatever it was. And they were powerful, and I even had some really huge breakthrough to the other moment. But it seems that the more awake we become, the more outside influences, even if they're not coming directly to you, they can be coming through your loved ones. And I just witnessed this morning, actually. My pussycat, Misty, has been sick, as I mentioned in the last couple of videos, and I've been giving her healing and doing all sorts of groovy stuff to bring her back. And this morning she jumped up on my bed, so I knew she was getting a little bit better. And she was just in the perfect position where she was laying for me to start setting her healing. And all of a sudden I clearly heard to do this new clearing that Source has taught me on her. And I only did like 3 of them, which I've been teaching to you. The one that goes, God, can you please seek and find, gather and bind? So I just did it with Misty. God, can you please seek and find, gather and bind anything and everything that's making her sick? And can you please delete, dissolve, destroy it, blow it up into a million pieces, take those pieces down into Mother Earth, burn them up, and return them to ash so they can never be resurrected again. Now, I want you to know how powerful that is. It's different to the God Blast, because the thing about that is that they just come back. If you start every day clearing your field and taking it down into the core of Mother Earth and burn it up and return it to ash, never to be resurrected again, give that last command, which we didn't have in our God Blast, you get stronger and stronger every day, and 2, they don't, after a while, they just don't, all the not so light beings or not so light energies don't bother coming to I used to always give them a chance. I used to always go, God, can you send them to the light? Or, and if they're still there after, 3 breaths in or 3 chants of doing that, I would then, delete, dissolve, destroy them or whatever. But I have found, Spirit earlier this year asked me to start just not even giving them any chances. They're not meant to be in your field. They shouldn't be messing with people's energies in the first place. Yes, they might be a light being that turned into a dark being, and yes, they may need your help back, but they could go about that a completely different way than just interfering with your life. Anyway, I'll get back to the story about Misty. After just doing it 3 or 4 times, she jumped up and was looking around, like she was looking at something, that was away from where the direction my hand was. She was looking away from me, but looking at the wall, and then she just jumped off the bed and started dancing around like she was perfectly fine. So be aware that these not so light beings or not so light, entities or whatever will even try to influence your loved ones so that it pulls you down out of your light. So I just want to point out how powerful that. God, can you please seek and find, gather and bind? And it can be anything. God, can you please seek and find, gather and bind any and all anger and rage that's still left inside of me, and delete, dissolve, destroy it, blow it up into a million pieces, take those million pieces down into the core of Mother Earth, burn them up and return them to ash, so they can never be resurrected again. I can't tell you how important it is, those last three lots of instructions. Burn it up, return it to ash, so it can never be resurrected again. You can also use it for if you're trying to set goals. God, can you please seek and find, gather and bind anything and everything that's stopping me from getting my new job? God, can you please seek and find, gather and bind anything, any sadness, any unhealed sadness within me? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Delete, dissolve, destroy, blow it up. I can't tell you how powerful this is. I've been doing it just for this year, a couple of months, this new way that they've taught me. And I tell you, they don't really come and bother me much anymore. I still clear myself every day because it just takes minutes then. But I also use it when I'm wanting to create new things in my life. Anything and everything, God, can you please seek and find, gather and bind from this life or any life, anything and everything that's stopping or blocking me from receiving whatever it is. 10 new clients, whether it is, and can you please delete, dissolve, destroy, blow them up. Take it, those million pieces, blow it up into a million pieces, take it down into the earth, burn it up, return it to ash so it can never be resurrected again. Because I don't know about you, but in the past I have done clearings upon clearings upon clearings, and you clear yourself and a bloody week later they're all back again. And like I'm done. I have a right to live peacefully. I have a right to live with the source light. And if you want to be a dark being, well, go be one, but don't fucking do it in my body or in my home or in my life. And you have a right to command that and demand that. So, and you can just do a blanket one that goes, God, can you please seek and find, gather and bind anything and everything from this life or any life that's stopping or blocking me from being fully connected to my pure God source self and my highest potential for being here on earth. And can you please delete, dissolve, destroy it, blow it up into a million pieces, take it down into the core of Mother Earth and burn it up and return it to ash so it can never be resurrected again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God, can you please seek and find, gather and bind anything and everything from this life or any life that is stopping or blocking me from being fully connected to my God source self and fully connected to God's absolute love and fully connected to my God's purpose. And can you please delete, dissolve, destroy it, blow it up into a million pieces, take it down into the core of Mother Earth and burn it, return it to ash so it can never be resurrected again. God, can you please seek and find, gather and bind anything and everything from this life or any life that's stopping or blocking me from being fully connected to my pure God source self, to God's absolute love, to my God, my highest God purpose for being here on earth in this time. And can you please delete, dissolve, destroy it, blow it up into a million pieces, take those million pieces down into the core of Mother Earth, burn them and return them to ash so they can never be resurrected again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now that whole thing took less than a minute. I can't strongly recommend enough that you do that 3 times. And you can even do it, God, can you seek and find, gather and bind anything and everything, stopping me from receiving, $10,000 right now, stopping or receiving me from receiving my perfect home right now. Use it for anything. Because if your energy was clear and in alignment with what you wanted, then you wouldn't have, it would just happen. But the fact that it doesn't just happen means that there's some kind of block there that needs to be cleared. And that's why we always say, shoot for a bigger goal. Shoot for something bigger than yourself. dream bigger. Just dream bigger. Whatever your heart desires, the biggest thing your heart desires, don't go, I'm not worthy of it now and I've got all this work to do. That's just bullshit created by even the spiritual movement. Oh, you've got to clear all your stuff. That's just crap. Just ask for what you want and then ask God's source to clear whatever it is that out of it, because you are not broken. You do not need fixing. You're already an infinite, eternal, rich, abundant, gorgeous, gorgeous, sexy, radiant, beautiful, powerful, beyond measure being of light. When you remember that about yourself and focus your energy on that instead of trying to fix yourself, you'll feel better immediately, but you'll begin to rise, and you rise to a point where none of these lower frequencies can get you. But as I said, they do, like they've been trying to get me to. I didn't lower my frequency with Misty. I've just been sending healing to her. But, you know, in the past, 5-10 years ago, that would have sent me into tailspin. But it doesn't now, because I know the power of God that exists within me, and I use it to heal my animals and myself. So breathe into your absolute God source self and just keep breathing there and hang out there. Love, love, love. My deepest love and richest blessings to you all, and bye for now.